EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go on EA Sports. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Count up, Yeti. 73.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
23-yard line.
1st and 10.
Great, set.
Now, Hurts. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Great, set. 180. Hey, Silver. Don't touch.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Derek Hall there to bring him down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Good.
A second down throw for Hurts. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. First down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Firing right side, brought in by Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Great, set.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Phil King.
We'll try to run here with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Gain of 6.
That's a really nice job up front, clearing the lane, pick up the first down. Now, he didn't get in the end zone, but now you got a fresh set of downs to try to punch it in.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. First and goal.
Trimmer. No touch.
They'll pitch it to Barkley. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 1, second and goal.
No touch. No touch.
Bigsby is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Man in motion, heading right. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. Still on the move. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That touchdown, number 19 on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend the return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Right, set.
A pistol snap, back to Hurts. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Derek Hall in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long for Hurts. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Gain of 2.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Hey, easy, 63, 63. Man. No touch.
On second down, Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and 5.
73, 73. Great. Hey, Silver. 180, 180.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they come up to face third and 5.
No touch up. 63, 63, 60. No touch.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this ball incomplete on third down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on... third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles.
8-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Buffalo 18, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready,
Off the play fake, here's Milrow. Oh, a loose football. The Eagles have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's to midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Come on, come on. Hey. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Jack, hurt, hurt.
On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Out of the gun. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and a great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case,
the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked.
Mike, it's usually not a good thing when we start talking about the long snapper, but it was his error that leads to this blocked kick. So if this operation doesn't get cleaner, this is something we're going to have to keep an eye on the rest of the game.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. Milrow now off the bootleg. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
That's good.
A gain there of 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. Then I got rich and bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me to check.
A tight end in motion now.
Pack the 60, pack it.
On first down, it's Milrow. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Milrow. He can jig the left side. He's got it.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
At their 49-yard line.
Go! Check smash, check smash. Go!
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
18, 5 it.
Motion man is Rice. Milrow on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And they do not cut into the deficit.
You have to give them credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
180.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Saquon is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Motion man is Rice. On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
2nd and 10. Milroe. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down, and they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Hold it ready.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80. Touch.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Rattler. Here we go.
To throw again is Milroe. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Got it. Ready?
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. Moving to his right. He'll take off again. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Here's Milroe to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, here's Milroe. Got a man. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be So much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
It'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. 2nd and 7.
Number 6, Smith. It's a pickup of
Now
3.
Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. They face 2nd down and 7.
73. 70.
Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, it's Hurts. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
A first down throw for Hurts. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
15 more yards. That's another Eagles.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
He was brought down by Sidney Brown. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check. Red. Gotta be lying.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Milrow. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
1st
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
RPO, and they throw it to Rice. And he will get into the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Seattle. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Michael picks up the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good. Carlos Vianney.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's complete to Coleman.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
11 yards on the connection there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
This one intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the jump. Ready.
Throwing is Milroe. That's complete. It's Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Gravity line.
Now Milroe. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
smash, check smash. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's a handoff to Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Milroe. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba.
Milroe's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, back. No time.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Now he'll run. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Hey, Silver. Tiger Hornet.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
No touch it.
4th quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Once again, it's Barkley. A much more positive run here. That one's good for 10, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd down coming up.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Trimmer.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the third down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
Two-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
On the ground, this is Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Great, set. I know you with it.
Hurts working in the pistol.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Third down, 3 to go.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Delta.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal.
A 24-yard
This
attempt.
about as short as you can get. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Go! Past the 60.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It is 2nd and 9. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Got it. Ready? Get it. Back on leading.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away. And then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
3rd and inches.
Let's go. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. Have it by plenty, too. Keeping the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Nice job there on 3rd and inches. And you know, Mike, that defense, they are packing it in. They're trying to get as many bodies up at the line of scrimmage. So you get past that first wave, look out. They did a nice job bringing him down, or else that looked like he was going to take it all the way.
Second and 11.
Lions.
They will take a knee here. So it's a win here for the Eagles.